Great, and we also need a clicker. So we had the opportunity to be part of the team in New York City for about 4 or 5 days. Thank you. And it was called the Heavenly Manhattan Project. So it wasn't so secret, doesn't have to be secret. And eventually, we participated in the preparations for the launch of this amazing adventure for 21 days. And so we'd like to share a little bit about that. Let's see. Do I need to click this video or you'll go ahead? Yeah, this is introducing the Mother of Peace. You already know the Mother of Peace, but listen to how Bishop Noel Jones introduces the Mother of Peace. Working on it, coming. A pause. Here we go.
When I arrived, to my astonishment, I was just amazed at the amount of people, the diversity in the room. You can actually feel the love and the peace in the room.
Mother's interpretation of her calling is not within what we call the norm. Mother's interpretation of her calling is that she is the only begotten daughter. That's her interpretation of her calling. But you don't judge a tree by its branches, and you don't judge a tree by its leaves. You judge a tree by its fruit.
나와 하나 되어 세상의 등불이 되어 어두운 세상을 밝히며.
And there's nobody in here that can deny the significance of the fruit that we have seen exhibited by her response to her calling.
진정 하나님께서 축복하신 이 미국이 진정으로 God bless America.
I don't care what you call yourself. I just care what you do. And she's brought all of us together to tell the world that we can get together, we can have peace, and we can overcome the difficulties in the world because we're anointed to do it.
Peace means inner acceptance of who you are, because when you can accept yourself as you are, the way you are, in totality, then you have a greater capacity for accepting others. And therefore, we ultimately will end with peace for all.
So that's our Mother of Peace, and that's the spirit of Peace Starts With Me. When we see this event, we can catch the enthusiasm and the spirit of Peace Starts With Me. And so I want to talk a little bit this morning about Peace Starts With Me in relationship to our family federation. So, God's dream, we know, is to be the heavenly parent of one human family. One family under God, we say, one family of brothers and sisters who know and feel and experience that we are related. And we find out that God's dream is also our dream. So that's why this Peace Starts With Me. We want to keep that spirit going into this 21 days of special activities. So peace starts with me, spirit is joyful. Peace starts with me, spirit is also, expansive, right? The size of the audience, there's so many brothers and sisters there. But there's no doubt about where it comes from. So this Peace Starts With Me is a wide initiative that we've already been working on, but it's coming back, and it's coming back strong, and it's coming back to let everyone know about the Mother of Peace. So let's be clear. Family Federation for World Peace and Unification is our faith community, and that's not changing. Peace Starts With Me, representing the broader community and our partners, is our project together, the wider movement toward realizing that vision. So, with the Peace Starts With Me spirit, let's grow our local community, and in the process, let's grow our hearts as well. We know that growth is always possible. We're alive, God is with us, so growth in heart and capacity is always a possibility. So that's why this is an invitation to participate together. Yeah, maybe we don't need this there. Okay, thank you. So, here's the pattern. Okay, the pattern of progression. From a consumer, comes by, visits the website, stops by, meets you at a table, receives a card for Peace Starts With Me. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds great. I like that. Peace Starts With Me. To participating in an event, a person-to-person contact, well, I enjoy being with you. And to becoming a friend. I'd like to help. I can help out. And finally, let's do this together. Let's do this together. So, following this pattern, our goal, we have a goal as a community of faith. Our goal is 45 new members of our family in 21 days. You know, this is a time of miracles and unexpected, amazing things, right? Amazing things are happening, and we're going to talk about, well, how in the world are we going to do this? So I want to turn this mic over to my wife, Grace.
I'm just introduced. These 4 components that was introduced from the headquarters. So, well, as I'm showing you, please think along. Any one of these 4 components you feel like you are attached to it, you have a compassion for it, you are called for it, okay?
Next slide, please.
Okay, so first of all is to heavenly friendship, meeting God's children. Yeah, it's very simple. See each one of us as God's children. Making new friends at either parks, grocery stores, schools, work, online, anywhere. Inviting friends, family members, and the neighbors to Peace Starts With Me gathering. We'll have some gatherings locally here in Las Vegas Family Church. contacting old friends, calling, texting, emailing, and visiting. If you take a look yourself from the past until now, you jot down on the paper, you will be surprised at how many friends you can find and how many contacts you know, right? So let's gather all this information together and contact them. And the next one is education, and this teaching part. Now we have the education team here to help to support, to provide that part. Oh, okay. Oh, went backwards. Okay, here. Sharing principles of peace and the heart and the visions of the Mother of Peace. Participating in Peace Start With Me evening programs together, making new friends. Attending weekend peacemaker seminars on the essential points of realizing God's dream. So all your job is to bring guests. And if you feel calling to be part of the education team, please let us know. We can work something out. The next component is community care for a healthy family. Creating warm environment, cleaning and cooking to welcome guests to our home. Strengthening a sense of connection, belonging, and the community so that they can feel they are part of this heavenly family. So Peace Start With Me service in order to impact the society and the community. Matching what we are good at with the needs of our neighborhoods and the communities. Collaborating with partners in the community to create greater impact and make real change. So we find out what we are good at and find out what the needs are in our local community, and we can provide those needs. Enhancing existing service projects that we have already been doing. We don't have to start from scratch. We could if we want to, but we can enhancing the existing service project. Nonprofit organizations can work together to make a bigger impact. So that's pretty much the 4 components that we introduced here. And you feel like you want to feel strong, you want to be part of it and participate in. We are highly encourage each one of us to be part of it. Thank you. And the next thing I want to invite Makiko-san to share.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very good. She'll be right up. So next slide. So we need to make some, we need to make some plans. Not going to do it right at this moment, but we're going to do it very soon. And the time for that is on Tuesday. As you know, we heard in the announcements earlier, Tuesday is a celebration of Chuseok, Thanksgiving Day. And Thanksgiving is gratitude, and Thanksgiving is also giving. So it fits right in that this day, Tuesday, September 17th at Chuncheon, beginning with 5:30, and then after that we'll have this planning meeting together. So more detailed action plans will be shared during this meeting. And now I'd like to invite up the 3rd member of our team that was in New York, Makiko Watanabe.
Thank you. Good morning. 日本人の皆様おはようございます。わかりましたか？難しいですよね、なかなか。So I don't have my husband ready to invite up my job, so I'm going to invite up President Damian Dunkley to share his message a little bit more about not just this 21 days, but really bigger invitation and a dream and vision. So we can invite up President Dunkley.
Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, September the 15th, and we are launching today a special 21-day period of activation, all right? Activation. We want everybody to be activated. And just tell everyone the good news. We're asking every community to do your best to create an environment that you yourself are going to be excited about inviting people to. Whatever programs you have going on throughout the week from Sunday through Saturday, please create as much as possible with with the resources you have, a way to invite people in, invite your friends to be a part of what we're doing. And let me explain why. I just got back from Korea, and in like 3-4 days, I'm headed back to Korea. Mother is super excited about preparations for the entrance ceremony next April, and the blessing, and all of the events around it, but especially the entrance ceremony. And just a few days ago, Mother took a few of us on a tour inside the Cheonmonggung. Okay, this beautiful, beautiful building. I mean, not just architecturally, but the heart behind it, the design of it, but the purpose of it. This building that our mother is building for humanity and for God, right? God's dream, one family. That's our motto, right? God wants to live with all of his children. So mother's building this place of universal worship for God as our heavenly parent. And the significance of the entrance ceremony is mother inviting God back home. It's like inviting God back home to the garden and inviting humanity back home to the garden in the same place, centered on true parents. But it's mother completing this incredible, great work. And when we went on tour with mother of the facility, she took us to rooms that we had never seen before. And in reality, she said, honestly, we shouldn't really even show these rooms, because she doesn't want to show everything until God's officially invited into this incredible sanctuary. But I believe she was showing us these things because she wants us to match her level of excitement and get our brothers and sisters and our friends around the world excited about it. So the first room she took us into is like a dining area on the 3rd floor, I believe. A dining area with this long, beautiful wooden dining table and beautiful green upholstered chairs. There must have been 15 or 20 chairs either side. So this is like a table for 40 people plus. And the room was full. There was people sitting in a 2nd row and standing along the walls. There may have been 100 people in the room. And Dr. Balcom and I were, I think, some of the last to enter into the room, and we were seated at the end of the table. And mother said, okay, the English speakers, please come sit beside me, Damien and Balcom. She calls us that way, Damien, and Balcom. I think those names are easy for her to remember. We sat right next to mother, and she asked, so what do you think? What do you think of this beautiful building? And we hadn't started the whole tour yet, but we'd already seen the sanctuary. And what do you think? And I said, Mother, it's beautiful. And she said, beautiful? Beautiful? It's not just beautiful, it's majestic. And she started describing more words of greater grandeur than just beautiful. And I thought about it, in a sense, it's like the words to describe what mother's doing haven't been invented yet. There you go. The music to describe the era of attendance to Heavenly Parent hasn't been created yet, I believe we're entering into a whole new era, guys, where new colors will be invented, new words will be invented, new songs, new music, new art, a whole new era based on our divine right to be able to attend Heavenly Parent as God's children in this era of Cheonmonggung. We're just about building the kingdom. We're about building the kingdom for real, and we believe that we are lucky enough to have been born at the time in human history when all of God's providence is coming to fruition. So here we are sitting at the table with mother, sipping on coffee, and she said this most amazing thing. She said, look, I've built all of this for you. I've built all of this for you. And I don't know where most of us imagine things to be, where most of us imagine our relationship with mother or who she is. And, we're building new buildings all the time or something like this. But actually, this is mother's central project that signifies so much, that is still unfolding. And she's super excited about it. And she wants you to be super excited about it. But we're not just, offering our donations or offering our time to support the building of another great palace or something like this. We are investing into the future of humanity. We are investing into Mother's most cherished offering that she wants to do what with? Bequeath to you, bequeath to you. We went from one room to another where she showed us where heads of state will be entertained, green rooms, VIP rooms, an amazing circular meeting room that looks even more beautiful than the UN room where all the nations gather. And a press conference room that's going to put the White House press conference room to shame. I mean, just such exquisite attention to detail and ambiance. But this is a building built as the capital of a new heavenly era that's not built by usurping, by stealing, by enforcing, by overpowering. There's such a love, this feminine touch, this completed realm of God's existence as our heavenly parent, I believe is really behind every stone, every marble slab, and every great artwork that Mother is preparing. There's honestly too many things to share with you. I'll be sharing other messages and other videos with you because there's too much to share. But today I really wanted to get everyone excited about this 21-day period of activation. It starts today, it starts right now. And Mother, on the tour, Mother mentioned about the monarch butterfly again. We were in the main sanctuary, and Mother's walking through the sort of the flow of what the event will be in April, and she's giving some feedback and some pointers. And she gets to the point of walking through to the conclusion part of the entrance ceremony. And she sits down on her chair and she says, we really have to understand about the monarch butterfly. This is just an insect. It's a tiny animal that somehow with every generation, they know where to migrate thousands of miles away. How is it that just a simple form of life as the monarch butterfly can know so innately, so perfectly its purpose, its destiny? And Mother was mentioning about the monarch butterfly. She was saying that, all of nature works in harmonious cycles. And she was reminding us it's only human beings that have lived out of cycle with our true nature. Out of rhythm with our true purpose, out of relationship with God, our heavenly parent. But she said from this day, from the entrance ceremony day, from that day onward, human beings will be able once more to live in their natural cycle, in tune with our destiny, in tune with our divine purpose and destiny. So Mother was mentioning these kind of points. And so what is it that we're telling people? Mother was asking for our reflections. Every day, last few days, I've been able to spend time with Mother, and she asks for reflections. And one of the reflections I gave to True Mother was, in terms of trying to convey all that it is that Heavenly Parent and True Parents have been doing, if we try to convey this to a guest or to a friend, it can take a long time. And there was some calculations done in the past about how long it might take to invite someone into our faith community to be a part of what it is that we're doing. It can take a year or 2 years. Some of us have mindset that it's 3 years, 10 years, right? I was explaining this to Mother, but I was saying that, in reality, I believe the quickest way to bring another human heart to the realm that we're experiencing is to go to Korea on a cultural, spiritual pilgrimage. Just go to Korea for 1 week is equal to 2 years of different events or seminars or whatever else we might be trying to put on to, explain to guests who we are and who True Parents are and what we're doing. So it made me consider, guys, let's just get excited about bringing our friends along for the ride and getting them ready to go and visit this incredible sanctuary that Mother is building for all of humanity and wanting to build it for you and your descendants. And so you're going to want to be a part of it. Your friends are going to want to be a part of it. And when I was reflecting to Mother that it has taken so long in the past to convey the depth of meaning of who we are and what we're doing to people, she said, why should it take so long? She said, anyone with even half a brain, half a mind, just tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. And surely their heart will be stirred to want to be a part of what it is God's doing today. So what is that truth? What is the essence of what Mother's saying? And right now, as I say this through this video, there may be people in the room who are yourselves the first time coming to a service or coming to an event like this. So what is the essence of what Mother's saying? It's very simple, that God is our heavenly parent. And God, from the beginning, even before creation, had a dream to be our parent. We think of God as some perfect, distant figure that's all perfect, with or without us. But actually, just like every parent-child relationship, the parent cannot be complete or cannot be happy if their children are suffering. So God never will have wished for us to veer off our natural cycle. But we did so as a result of also having free will and free choice. And so somewhere at the beginning of human history, we got off track. You know, the first family, the first man and woman got off track. And all of history until now has just been a story of God trying to help and guide human beings to get back on track. And so what the first human ancestors failed to do, you know, they formed a family, right? They formed a family, but they forgot to invite God to the wedding, right? They forgot to include God in the culture, in the lineage of their family. And so you had this breakage of heart, of relationship between parent and child when we broke the commandment. And then we blamed one another. There was sort of an infidelity of love born right in that first generation. And then in the second generation, there was murder and jealousy, all this kind of going on in the story of the first human family. And this is the nature of the beginning of humanity. Simply, we try to create our environment without God. We tried to create our family without God. We created our lineage without God. And ever since then, God was forced to work a providence of restoration through indemnity with humanity. It didn't need to take so long, okay? It didn't need to take so long, but it took what it took. And then finally, after 4,000 biblical years, right, God found a lineage he could work through, the Israelites, and was able to give birth to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. But he came to be our true Father. He came to be our Father, not just a messianic martyr who was forced to offer his blood in exchange, right? Ransomed his body in exchange for our spiritual salvation, but promised to return, spoke of the returning Son of Man, spoke of the marriage supper of the Lamb. And what we didn't know for the last 2,000 years is that Jesus didn't just come to die and save us from our sins on the cross, but actually came to build that family that Adam and Eve failed to do. That's all. And so wouldn't it be right, ladies, that if there's an only begotten son, there would be an only begotten daughter? Wouldn't it be right to assume that if there was a second Adam in the form of Jesus, that there might be a second Eve, there might be a second chance that God is giving both man and women to form our true natural cycle, divine nature as men and women? And so that's the person of Jesus. He was the Son of God. He is God's Son. He is the embodiment of God in substance, but he came to be our Father. And so needed a family, needed a wife. We need a father and a mother. And so this is the providence of the last 2,000 years of Christianity, preparing the foundation for the marriage supper to occur. And the most essential thing that was needed was the birth of the only begotten daughter. This is the time we're living in. Look, don't get caught up in the theology of things. You either realize that you were born in the most amazing time in human history, or you don't quite get it yet. But it's okay, because everybody's going to realize sooner or later. But those of you here, those of you who love God and true parents, those of you who love Jesus, we need to now understand the essence. We're living in the time when between a span of 2,000 years, you had the only begotten Son born, but forced to offer his body in exchange because of the faithlessness of the people around that time. But now we have the only begotten daughter in our midst. We have the physical embodiment of true parents still with us. But what we might have misunderstood before when we met father and mothers, we didn't understand that mother was destined for this time, born for this time, to be the only begotten daughter, and is victorious in doing so. Aju, let's give a round of applause for our true mother. She did it. She did it. And she was one with Father throughout the entire wilderness course that we went through, a course that we maybe didn't need to go through, but we went through it victoriously. So let's claim our victories. Let's stop blaming the previous providences, okay? And let's really become one with Mother. She's excited. She's excited about the future. She's looking forward to hearing new music, seeing new art, new dishes, new colors, new words. All these cultural elements that define us need to be made anew, as if we're entering in a whole new dimension, a whole new dimension. Mother's excited. Mother can see that I was excited. Her last word to me was, Damien, go back and share the excitement with everyone, because we're not just building toward a great day. We're building toward the beginning of a whole new era. And so new grace, new things will be offered. I'm going to be inviting all of you soon to a State of the Movement address, and you'll be hearing about it, and I want to share some more breaking news and great things coming out. But in the meantime, I just wanted to encourage you all, right? Mother said, just go and speak to all of your friends and tell them the good news. Go and speak to everyone you know and tell them the good news, okay? Those who have a mind to understand it will unite and support and expand the foothold that God has been given. And those that don't. It's okay. It's okay. But let's just have the confidence and excitement to first understand the time we're in and find a way to express it simply. God has a dream, and it's time for that dream to be fulfilled, and God needs you and each one of us to help bring it over the finish line. Mother's excited. I'm excited. Let's get excited. Let's do everything we can between now and next April to really gather our offerings, gather our spirit, restore our heart, mind, and soul, and bring our friends, bring our colleagues, bring the people that we may have been witnessing to in the past but never figured out what to do next. Guys, let's get a dinner together, bring people for dinner, tell them what's going on, invite them to be a part of it, okay? Mother really wants to expand the excitement and the grace and the blessing to you all. So brothers and sisters, good luck for this 21 days. I'm literally flying back to Korea in a few days, and we're bringing a few of our dream team with us to help the incredible team in Korea get ready for all of these incredible events. We just want to see if there's anything we from the West, there's some from Europe and some from America meeting there, and anything more that we can offer from our perspective over here, how to make these events successful. One of the things that I'm promoting to Mother is not just this day of April 13th, but let's have like a Jubilee year, or even just 3 months. You know how beautiful it is in Korea, the first 3 months of like spring, from April to June. It's gorgeous. So why don't we make it, from the entrance ceremony, 3 months of festivals. There's only so much that you can see when there's like 30,000 people there, right? There's only so much you can see, but let's make 3 months where every week there's another festival, there's music, and there's culture, and there's spiritual revival, and there's healing. Did you know that 5 million people a year from the Catholic faith go to visit Lourdes as a means of sanctification, of purification and healing? Those with disease or those with spiritual challenges, those with problems, they go there with the faith that just by visiting they will be healed. Isn't our place of universal value for all of humanity such a place that if we just visit there for a day or for a week, we'll be healed, or we'll be restored, we'll be nurtured, we'll be made younger? That's my experience. I know many of you haven't even been in years. I go every 2 months or month, and things are constantly changing. Mother is developing so much, and she's doing it all for you, guys, all for you, for your descendants, for your friends, for the people that Mother's asking you to bring in. So let's get excited. Let us find our true natural cycle, like the simplest of insects and animals have known from birth. It's time for humanity to get back on track with our divine nature, at one with universal law and the love of God, our Heavenly Parent. Dear brothers and sisters, I hope you have a great day and a great 3 weeks. Just find out how you can contribute in whatever way. And what Mother said is just tell everyone the good news. Tell everyone look, we know that our services, our organizations, many things aren't running optimally. Nothing's perfect. We need your help. Okay, we need the help of our friends and colleagues and acquaintances. We need the help of the righteous people that have been prepared by God for this time. So let us not be afraid to tell them the good news. Let us go tell them the good news. Come on in, the water's warm. Jesus has been victorious. He has come back, he has returned, his work through the person of our beloved Father, and Mother and Father met. The holy marriage supper of the Lamb took place, and now is the golden era of humankind, where everything we invest right now while Mother is with us will pay dividends a millionfold for centuries, millennia to come. God bless you. Have a great Sunday. And let's activate this 21 days. Every man, woman, and child, let us activate, bring them in, and find out how you can multiply the love. Thank you, brothers and sisters. I'll be sharing much more with you soon. In the meantime, God bless you. Happy Sunday. And Mother sends her love. She's praying for you every day, and she's looking forward to seeing you in Korea. Thank you. Bye.
Wow. How do you feel? Yeah. Let's get busy. Yeah. So we received actually, this is a family, right? So we can be very honest. We received this video message after 3 of us, we came up with a presentation, this morning. So I mean, we are grateful we got this video. I feel like I have nothing to add. But this is the quote that I just I was thinking to share. So those of you who are kind of new to our community, when President Dunkley was saying Mother, he was referring to Mother of Peace or Mother Moon. And this is what she said. I don't know exactly when. Yeah, I dream of a church that feels like a mother's warm embrace. A church that is like a home where people always want to come and stay. Yeah. So I think this has a little bit more calmer feeling than what President Dunkley was explaining, this excitement and yeah. But I think this also captures what he was talking about. I believe home is an environment. It's not a place, it's not an environment. We can all be naturally, like in our natural state as parents, as grandparents, as children, as brothers and sisters. Yeah. So I feel like this, if I'm speaking on the stage, this is a little bit like a church, but I feel like home is like this. It's hi, Mrs. Kim. I don't know if you got introduced. Yeah, introduced yesterday. Yeah. Let's welcome Mrs. Kim. Yeah. I feel like home is like this, how are you doing? And naturally my heart goes to these Japanese brothers and sisters. They have no idea what's going on, I wish if we knew that there were so many brothers and sisters from Japan, we'd have prepared a translator. すみませんね、なんか本当に通訳きちんとできたらよかったんですけどね。So I think this is the feeling of home, like we are family, we are brothers and sisters. Yeah, let's have fun, let's have food. If you need a cleaning, you can call my husband or Kokoro cleaning service, We gotta clean up our house. We gotta cook, great food. We want to be excited, but we want people to want to come back, want to be part of us, want to be like us. We want to do things together with us. Yeah. So that's I took it myself that way. The President Dunkley's message. He wants us to create excitement, but excitement that will excite other people. And we want to grow. We want to be together all the time. And I know in the family, it's not so simple. Like this morning, I almost had to Uber to church because my kids took my cars. So things happen. It's a relationships take communication and a constant investment, and sometimes forgiveness and letting go and embracing, and sometimes you get frustrated, but because we are family, I'm sorry, but we cannot get rid of a family member, right? We need to really work things out, brothers and sisters. It's time. We need to work things out. And thank you. And let's create a family. Then I think our excitement can be genuine. We can be really in this natural state where we can really feel God is living with us. God is speaking, and God is enjoying being amongst us. I believe that's the only way we can truly quote-unquote witness and involve other people. So I am personally excited. My husband, we are very excited about this 21 days. And then I'm glad that President Dunkley is thinking about, extending this, just not opening a ceremony. Yeah, will it be 3 months or 1 year? That would be great. But so are we ready? Are we ready to be excited? Are we really ready to expand our family? Yeah. I think Las Vegas can do the best job, right? So let's do it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Makiko-san. Thank you, Selovers, for presenting the plan. So in case you missed it, we're in a period of activation. We're in a period of rebuilding. We're in a period of making this place feel like, as you saw, Mother's warm embrace. And so to wrap it all up together, I'd like to invite up our senior pastor of Las Vegas Family Church. Let's welcome up Dr. Ki-Hoon Kim.
Good morning, everyone. So I gave quiz after 3 speakers. Now we have to answer, right? 1965, February 25th. Think about what date we should remember. 1965, February 25th. Yes. Father Moon came Las Vegas first time and established holy ground, city of Las Vegas. I really wish we can make it this city of Las Vegas, holy city. That is 1965, February 25th. He stopped by Las Vegas evening and where today State Center are built, and every year Veterans Day they celebrate on that site. And through Father mentioned, I brought the holy rocks and holy soils from holy ground in Korea. And I put these holy rocks and holy soils on that ground, city of Las Vegas, symbolizing one territory. And true Father said, I put in one more things. What is one more things? Bomb, atomic bomb, atomic love bomb of God. One day, someone click one keyboard, it will blow out explosion of true love of true parents and love of God. That is, founder, our Father prayed and blessed. So now, one day, someone here today, someone, not only true father, true mother, or just the leaders, that someone is each one of you. Let us come together. Let us click the keyboard together. And then all 50 states, our true parents established holy ground. And they came to America not just to speaking, not just to educating people. Internally, they lay down foundation first, sanctified this land of heavenly USA. This is God's land. We must stand up, make it every corner of 50 states God's land. That is true parent determination. Now time has come, as Reverend Dunkley mentioned. Yes, we can. Yes, today I cut off exchange with Damian Dunkley. Thank you so much sending this videotape. And yesterday, Chamber, great work. And this morning, your message. And I reply. Answer is yes, we can. Cindy from North Dakota, right? Your sister also North Dakota. Can you stand up, please? Cindy brought her sister first time here in Las Vegas. So everybody knows Cindy. Cindy, do you know when true father went to North Dakota? What date? March 23rd, 1965. I went to North Dakota 1985. And Grand Forks and Bismarck. Do you know, have you been to North Dakota? Raise hand. Oh, just less than 10 people. Oh. father, mother, they open, our Japanese brothers, they open first Japanese restaurant, Bismarck. Do you know that? First one, no Stakoda, no ocean around, people not really familiar of raw fish, sashimi, and sushi. First restaurant. But now, many Japanese restaurants over there, I believe. We have Mr. Sato, and Mr. Sato is here, that Ocean Providence president. Thank you so much. True parents laid the foundation, and we built foundation of many things. And now time has come, as true parents blessed all land of this country, God's chosen nation. We must be excited. Are you ready to push that keyboard? If we are not ready, I'd like to invite you to come Tuesday, 17. I will feed you Korean food, bulgogi, japchae, and many others. And you have to eat Korean rice cake, songpyeon inside rice cake. You can taste sweet, very sweet things. You must eat that songpyeon. What do we eat Thanksgiving holiday? You must eat something, right? So you must eat this Korean rice cake, and you can join True Mother's celebration Chuseok in Korea. So once again, thank you, Dr. Selover and Dr. Grace Selover, your great inspiration, and Makiko, Watanabe, thank you so much. You introduced wonderful video presentation. And also we thankful everyone joined together. Let us be excited and with the spirit of true parents, with the spirit of love of God. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless each one of you.